Good morning, boys and girls. Aloha, everybody. Keep forgetting that. I feel bad saying that because of Hawaii. That's kind of why I didn't do it. And our prayers to everyone in Hawaii. That is a god-awful thing, what's happening there. And if anybody's watching, Canada is still burning down. Oh, I cry every time I watch their videos up there. Okay, today is Saturday. Gonna give you a little update. Yes, I am writing my book. I found a blank book on the free table up front, all ready to go. Isn't that nice? Nice hardcover. Even got a little string so you can keep it placed. And I have been writing. I started August, I think it was 1st, because I'm an idiot and forgot to write what day it was. So every day has got what I've been doing. Maybe some bad words I can't say on video. So I've been a busy gal. There's like 5 pages in already. This is page 4 for this. What was in the back? This started out as my case of emergency books. Everybody needs to be contacted in case something happens to me. They know who to call. This stays in this bag with all my computer stuff. I also put my doctor's card in those plastic drawers. So if they open a side door, it's the first thing they see right there on the top shelf. Oh yeah, my stupid 900 passwords for everything. My 5 new phone numbers. And I can rip out the Amazon page now, jerks. So that's it. So the rest will be Van Life Chronicles of Jane Wayne. So this is what we're gonna do. I wrote down what I'm gonna do for the week. Also help me keep a list in my head of what I gotta do at the end of every day now. Awaiting Hurricane Ida. Saturday, we got our supplies. Yesterday, I gotta get, probably today, I'll do that today, because tomorrow will be hectic after everyone gets out of church and they start scaring the crap out of everybody to go do their hurricane shopping. So tonight, I have to be finished getting everything I need tonight for 2 reasons. One, because I don't want to fight with the crowds. I got very lucky. God has been extremely good to me, which is making me worry. I found a couple of handicap spots when I really needed it, right by the door, because those parking lots were full. They were full all the way. I mean, just end to end, every part. That was the last 6 spaces in the parking lot on those short videos yesterday. That was crazy. And I think I left out the $5 store one. I think somehow didn't get uploaded. I gotta check. But today's my last day to run in and out of the stores. Because tomorrow all the kids will be out. I gotta hurry up as soon as I'm done here. Wait till everybody gets off of their lunch breaks who's working, and then run in and grab 2 more bottles of iced tea, because I used one since Friday, and I got some of that other stuff on Thursday. So no, I got the iced tea Thursday. So I used 1 bottle yesterday. I opened another one. I had 4. So I had to replace what I'm using today and tomorrow. So 2 more bottles of iced tea and 2 more waters. That's all I need is to be able to drink. Plus I have a whole bunch of powdered iced tea mix and stuff. And a bottle of soda, ginger ale, so I can drink it flat. And problem is that Monday will be the last day of electricity and ice. That's it. There's no getting out of the car, no going into a store. As of Monday, say 8 o'clock at night, that's it. Tuesday is gonna be too rainy and crazy to be driving anywhere. I'm hunkering down starting Tuesday Tuesday, I'm not leaving from where I'm going to be hiding out. Be within, you know, a couple of traffic lights here and there, but I gotta not be on the road in the rain with the crazies, everybody freaking, you know, it's a thing. Everybody bugs out in the beginning, and they try not to. And then on Tuesday, when the rain starts and the wind kicks up, everybody runs. Everybody said, shit, I should have got it. And they go running out the door. And that's it. You cannot get anything. And it's supposed to, the first outer bands will start hitting my area between, say, Sarasota and Melbourne. It's going to hit like across the state on an angle this way and kind of move up just like that. But the problem is those bands are going to hit the west coast coming on, and then the east coast is going to stretch both sides of Florida just like this, constantly hammering both coasts with water. The destructive part is the constant wind. It's not the fact that it's 120 miles an hour. That'd be fine if it's only for a little while, or a couple hours here, or 3 hours, and then it stops, and then they kick up again, and then they stop. That's fine. Hurricanes are withstandable most of the time up to a Cat 4, okay? And we had the Cat 4. We went through Andrew and those back-to-back hurricanes. We've been through a lot down here. He didn't really like that part of living here. I told him if he wanted to go back up and work during hurricane season, which is actually would be his busiest time in the fur industry, I said, take a leave from the hotel and go up and work. You know, he said, what am I going to leave you here in Hurricane Central? I said, well, I ain't staying in the trailer by myself. In the winter, it's too cold up there, you know? So, but he stayed. He said, the hell with it. Anyway, getting off, I keep dreaming. He's in my dream because in the back of my mind, I'm like, crap, here we go. One more year without him during this having wacky dreams. So Tuesday is just, I won't be getting out of the car until Friday morning, either Thursday night or Friday morning. Tuesday starts wind and rain. It's cooled off considerably, but it's hot in the afternoon. It kicked up. It was windy. It was cold. I had a shirt on. I closed the doors. It felt great. And it was only like, it was 82 degrees. 85 felt good. 82, we were freezing, putting clothes on. We were laughing. Let's see. I ran into the woman from the, well, let me finish my list. Well, let me finish this. I saw the woman in the park. She's gonna park with me. Her grandkids are leaving on Sunday. So Monday, she's got my phone number, and she's gonna park with me during the storm, because most likely they're gonna kick her out of the campground. They're gonna shut it down. There's too many trees. They can't have them staying there. And they'd have to unplug from all the electric anyway. So she said we'll stick it out together Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday behind this building that I found. We're gonna park right, here's the building. We're gonna pull in within a foot, as close as we can get to the wall of this one-story building, okay? Like a small one, the strip mall. It's a strip mall. We're gonna go around the back because there's a huge 6-foot tall chain link fence that will act as a barricade if anything blowing along the ground, because a lot blows up in the air. If anything's up in the air, it'll most likely land over the car, as long as we're up against this building, you know, like this high. The roof rips off. It's gonna fall within 6 feet out to 10 feet out as it rips off. That's been my experience down here since I was a child, and Jersey, and just watching the buildings. His hotel was half destroyed within 45 minutes of the storm that came after Andrew. He had to work. He became a first responder. I went with him to work. So I said, you got good training for 2 years during Hurricane Sandy, living with us over there, right? So And he was good in emergency. He missed his calling. He thought about joining the academy, going to become a cop. He was 35, and it was his last chance. And they were going out of business, and he really thought about it, and then found out he may be stationed in Newark, New Jersey, which is a really city section, or sent out to the Bronx to do his first 3 rookie years. And I said, absolutely not. Hell no. He said, no, forget it. And he withdrew his application. So anyway, Tuesday starts everything. Wednesday is landfall. That's when it's coming on, and will start as it's supposed to be a category 1 as it hits land, and the minute the eye gets over into between Sarasota and the Panhandle, say, or Fort Myers and the Panhandle, it's going to be a little higher, but we are always involved. And if you see a town called Palm Bay, that's only 10 minutes from me. It looks a lot farther away in the map. It's just the way it looks. They're only 10 minutes down the road, and you're in Palm Bay. So we're getting hit from beginning to end throughout the whole storm. Good thing is that we normally don't lose electricity on this grid, which is good, because most of the lines are buried underground because the Air Force Base is nearby. So if you live in an area that's prone to crazy storms, live near either a town hall, government buildings, okay, such as the courthouses and stuff like that, or a military base within the boundaries of it and back. You gotta be, it's like a triangle the way they do the grid, okay? That's how we did ours when we put up the new building that I was living in, that was specifically built as a headquarters for emergency management. That's why the big room we had, along with our senior center. So, yeah, so that's your best chance of having electricity, is near any government buildings or military facility. So we should be okay. Got the batteries yesterday. What else did we do? Got some more dry supplies, wipies, all that good stuff. And hopefully Thursday, usually as the storm leaves, it'll be cloudy, and then right at sunset, as this storm should be exiting on Thursday, the sun should come out and everything should be beautiful. Right now it's gorgeous outside. It's cool, it's windy, there's not a cloud in the sky, little puffy things here and there, but nothing. So from now till Monday, for the next 3 days, it's going to be gorgeous here. It always is right before the storm, which thank God, because we have time to get everything done, you know. It took me 3 days to anchor down the house. So I bought the blow-off rafts, which I can end up sleeping on those, depending on how bad this is going to look. Those plastic rafts aren't going to stop much when a tree branch hits it. It's going to pop. It'll stop the first thing that hits the windshield, but after that, it won't really work. Memory foam, when it gets wet, gets very thick and dense. I've noticed spilling water on it over the last year. So, and it's falling apart. It's got to go. So what I will do is swap out my memory foam peaches, the pieces, because it's a twin size that got cut in half. It ripped in half. So thank God, almost perfectly in half. So I could put the 2 pieces on the windshield during the worst part, use the rope to tie it across the windshield, open both doors, tie it through, and then shut the doors. And then tie the knots inside the car. So if it starts loosening, and I'll show you, from the paracord, the stuff is a little slippery, but when it gets wet, it holds tight. This stuff is good. When it's dry, it'll slip out a little bit because it's a little slippery. But when this gets wet, forget it. You can't get it out. So, and I also tied this to the ends of my most important plugs and cords. I forget it. In all my other things, the camera's like right here, right there. It's down here in the corner. So when I'm looking here in the screen, it looks like I'm looking up at the wall. You know, I gotta sit here and do this. So I tie this to the ends of my most important cords and wires. So when I find them, also my keys. That's how I found my keys in the puddle down in Jensen Beach. It was a woman walking her dog. It's disgusting. Look at it, it's black. I gotta put a new piece on. The keys were sitting in a puddle of water for 3 straight days. I dropped them because lightning hit the water, the rocks, right at the fishing pier where we were at. That was actually Morgan's birthday. The night before her birthday, it got crazy rainy, and I dropped the keys and I couldn't find them anywhere. I was walking around for 2 days, and the one woman kept coming with her dog every day. On the 3rd day, she goes, "What are you looking for?" She goes, "You know, if you don't move your car, you're gonna get stuck in the sand." I said, "I can't find my keys." She said, since the storm, when I left and you ran in the car?" I said, "Yup." So she started helping me. She spent 40 minutes helping me look, and all of a sudden, we walked around. She says, "I see something pink." And she's, "Oh my God, there's something pink sticking out of the puddle by your front door." I said, "I thought I dropped them, and I never thought to look in the puddle of water. I don't know. Unless I was in the wrong part of the puddle of water. I was probably freaking out too bad because I was worried about that nasty cop coming back that ended up apologizing to me and being very embarrassed about it. He can't even look me in the eye when we talk, like, "I'm sorry, you know, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. Yeah, okay, whatever." He can't look me in the face because I know he ran because I showed him my license. He wrote down my driver's license number, and I know he had to run it and be like, "Oops, sorry, you're one of us." Let's see, and then hopefully Friday, we'll still have electricity. Now here's the rub. I can charge one more time on Friday morning. I'm gonna have to be in here waiting for them to open at 6 in the morning for 9. Charge up for the very last time until Thursday or Friday. Well, it'd be Friday, because if this is still going on, they'll keep the library closed. If the schools are closed, the library's gonna be closed. So I guarantee with this going through, the schools will be closed probably Tuesday, definitely Wednesday. I don't know if they're gonna make them go to school on Tuesday and then do an early day. That's kind of stupid, having people driving around in the pre-storm, you know? So, the library will definitely, though, be closed. They're always closed with the school, but they close before the schools. There's only like 3 people working here. Nobody's really, this is not used for any kind of shelter. It's only used as a cooling center, not for saving you from crazy weather stuff, just the heat. That's it. So I have to go from Monday to Friday with that yellow battery only. And that's strictly for charging the cell phone and this iPad. And that's it. Everything else I'm gonna have to use those solar panels with until the library either opens on Friday or Saturday. I got 4 of the fans charged. I used 1 last night, so I have 3 fans to charge today. I have 6. So I have to make sure all those fans are charged, because with the windows closed, I won't be able to even crack them open a little bit. Ooh, it's gonna get hot in there. It's gonna have the bad hiccups today. I also, I have to get 1 more. 2 bottles of water and 2 Snapples, because I need an extra bottle just to keep my head wet. And for the spray bottle with the doors closed, if it doesn't cool off right away, it's going to be hot in the car. So I'm going to need 2 fans per day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. By Friday, there'll be some sun. I could charge one outside. And then, you know, go back to the park if it's not flooded. That's going to be a bad thing, though. It's that 3 days of straight rain. It won't be able to park on the grass in the park for at least a couple, so maybe next Tuesday. That place floods like crazy. And it's going to be a mud pit. A mud pit. I got stuck trying to turn around last night. I was leaving the movie. I forgot, but it was some kitty, like Inspector Gadget thing. I forget the name of it. It was a bunch of whining superheroes complaining that they have superpowers. Shut up. Whining shitheads. I couldn't take it. I left I stayed for an hour, then I made something to eat. I heated up one of my stews, and had dinner. I'm trying to finish eating everything that's in the refrigerator. I bought some chicken salad, some potato salad, stuff already made, so I don't have to cook anything or move and make a mess before the hurricane, making myself crazy, moving things around. So I bought ready-made food because I'll be heating everything up on the butane. And my poor glasses are taking the beating. Oh no. And what I'll do is, this was the bigger announcements, was Monday night, this Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10 p.m. I'll make it easier on some of the other people, okay? 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Wednesday we'll go live for half hour, 45 minutes, because remember I'm using my electricity that has to last me from Monday to Friday. That's 5 days. That thing don't last that long. 3 days max, and that's being cheap with it. So what's we got to do? So Monday night I'll go live. Was it Monday night? Yeah, I said Monday. Let's go live on Monday, because I don't know what's going to happen on Tuesday. We'll decide. Let me know if I'll see. What I'll do is I'll make the decision on Monday morning. See what it's going to be like. If Tuesday looks really crappy, we'll leave it for Monday. And then what I'll do is Wednesday at 10 o'clock, which it should be right in the middle of everything. Wednesday, 10 p.m. I'll go live from the van during the storm for half hour, 45 minutes. Say, hey, we're okay, kind of thing. And then I'll check back in with you when we have the sun again on Friday with another live, because I'll be able to at least charge something somewhere, hopefully. I'll give you an update, and I'll post. Okay, I'll take some. It doesn't take a lot of electricity to post anything. I can throw, it's like a text message. I'll throw up some, I'll take some pictures during Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and I'll throw up some photos so you know everything's okay, as long as we still got service, which we should on that. And then that'll be it. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. I'll have some company. We're gonna park one in front of the other. Like I said, against that wall. And we'll see what happens. So wish us luck. And we should be okay. And yeah, I'm calling her, I think I said I called her Mary. I'm pretty sure. I just keep changing her name. The lady from the park. I don't want to say her name on there. Keep her private, you know. She's not a YouTuber, you know, stuff like that. She's an older woman. But she's cool. She's cool. Let's see. I can't think of anything else. something I'm charging, and to give you the schedule. So Monday night and Wednesday night, 10 o'clock. We'll do a live and a check-in and then posting, and I think I got all the crazy shopping videos up. Reorganized the van, put everything away that I bought yesterday. I'm back to normal again. Just have to get all the garbage out tomorrow, clean up, spray some bug spray while I got the doors open this afternoon. That's why I'm in the library real early today. And so I can spend the day over there cleaning up the van, spraying it down in case there's anybody trapped inside from hanging out under the trees. And I think that those stupid spiders keep coming out of the trees. Need more glue traps. And I wasn't sure if he was on the glass or inside the van. It's hard to tell because they look, this one particular spider that comes from the tree, he looks the same from the top or upside down. He's just a little ball with legs, like a daddy long legs, and they're hard to tell whether they're inside or outside the car. If not, he's still the idiot up inside the liner by the passenger side. At least he's not hanging out over the driver's wheel. I tried spraying him to death with Lysol. I sprayed a little bit of bug spray in there, but I got that stuff that smells like kerosene, and it sucks. All right, he's all charged up. This thing's, I like that it bends. I like that it closes into a little tiny thing. I can stick it in my pocket now. But as far as videotaping anything on the move, the little square follows your face, and when it can't find a face, it stops recording, or it starts zooming in trying to look for your face. I don't know what it's doing. They need to work the bugs out of this one, but this is not a good recording device, okay? It's not. This is just convenient for walking around showing it in your pocket. And it's got beautiful cameras, but, or if you pressing it and leaving it, and that's it. Like, it's fine sitting in the selfie stick, but other than that, you can't walk around and videotape action footage, say, moving. You can't move with it. You just can't. You can't. And then sitting in the car bumping, and then it moving the center of that little square all over while you're going over the bumps in the road. Ding, ding, ding. I have to keep reaching forward and hitting record again. So, yeah, not good for that. And I went to go look at those GoPros. Do you know that they're $600 now? They make one for children. It's $550. I said to the guy, this is what you expect me to give my 12-year-old who's strapping it to his bicycle and, you know, jumping ramps with it while mommy's not around? And he says, yeah, this is the one made for kids. It's only $550. The one I was looking at was the kiddie one for $600, $650. They're like $1,000. What the hell? What happened to the little crappy ones like Fisher Price for, like, you know, 8-year-olds to play with? I had one that tape recorded for 45 minutes. My grandma threw it out. She thought people were spying on us. That it was part of my father's stuff. They were spying on my dad. That he's not here anymore. It's a long story. Anyway, Grandma destroyed the GoPro we got for $45 online. So I was thinking of looking on Amazon, but then now you need a card reader. If you put the little disc in, the little, you know, thing to tape record on, then you yank it out and put it in something else to download it. Now I need a card reader. There's no hole just to put the little card in that I tape recorded everything on anymore. What happened? Stop changing stuff. Just leave it alone. Why do we need the card reader? All you did was put a lithium battery in. Which these things get hotter than Moses in the desert. This stuff is bad. Even this thing gets really hot, but that phone gets crazy hot. The whole phone gets hot because there's a screen on both sides of the phone when you flip it closed. So you got your whole screen, that's on fire. The half a screen, that's burning. So how do you grab the phone? Closing it, I forgot that the screen was on the front. That's when I said I went like this, put it in my hand, and it was burning my fingers so bad it almost stuck to this when I snapped it shut. Then I flipped it over where I thought the battery was, where it's the only hard part of the case where you can actually put it down. Don't get it. Just get the regular one. It's easier that way. Should have stuck with those $50 phones. I really should have. That one still had data at the end of the month, and I was doing pretty good with that. It still had more to go. So if I had jumped up to the $70 plan, I probably would have been okay, but then I don't got Apple TV. I wasn't able to do this, watch my movies, and so I can't just sit there. Drives me crazy. I need to watch my shows. And I'm starting, actually I have to stop watching it so I can watch it during the thunderstorm. Oh, someone just asked, why don't I drive north? That's where the storm is going. It's exiting out of Jacksonville. And even if I go south, there's nowhere to go to outrun this one. There's not. It's because it's coming diagonally this way. There's just nowhere to go. And down south, going towards Miami and South Beach, it's coming in on the west. But we get the outer, as it's going this way, counterclockwise, backwards, which means it's whacking the beach all the way up. There's nowhere to go south. There's nowhere to go north. There's nowhere to go. This is one you can't get out of the way of because it's starting in the south and then it gets way up sideways. So there's going to be wind and rain, and I specifically have to have a place to go where there's no trees, no nothing. And someone said to park in a multi-story garage like at a mall. That's the worst thing to do. Don't ever park in elevated parking. Do not go to the airport. They always collapse. They flood. The concrete disintegrates from the salt down here, and the rust kills the I-beams. The first things to go in a storm, even in Jersey, where we work better with concrete, even though we're on the salty Hudson River, we've got a better mixture. Ours withstands it a little more, like the Jersey Shore. The first things to go were the garages. Do not ever park in those. They're not structurally sound. They're not meant to withstand any storms because nobody cares about your car in the parking lot. There's always insurance. They're not insured. You're not suing anybody. That's it. It's park at your own risk in those things. Do not do that. We lost the one next door for the condos where all the Jets and the Giants, the football players, the soccer players, when they stay, all live in this condo across the street. You know how many Hummers got crushed during Sandy? They thought they were hiding their cars. They're $1 million Hummers. No. That must have been some huge insurance claims on those football players' cars that year. Whoa. So yeah, there's nowhere to go. So I would have to really know the area well. And a lot has changed. When I went back to the place where I used to live, I tooled around for a while I was there, going to revisit. I went to the hotel I used to stay at. I took a ride, just me and the mouse. While Morgan was up doing some videos. Oh, well, she was at Trump's house. I took off and I went back down to where I used to live. And it's totally different. I wouldn't even know where to go. And going south floods like crazy. You cannot go to southern Florida, not even just going down to where we were at the fishing pier. That place floods over in the first half an hour of the storm. That will all be evacuated. Those bridges will be shut down. There's nowhere to go. And the underpasses over here. Anybody see the I-4 collapse we had? No, no, they do not with this. You can't trust concrete down south. From South Carolina up, maybe, but from South Carolina down and Texas and anywhere, it stays 100 constant degrees and it's very salty. You can't even stay under an overpass. Those iron bars, the guardrails fall off. It destroyed us up there. But yeah, no, there's nowhere to go down there. It floods, like even inland flooded. And there's a huge announcement I just saw came up on my thing. By the end of this year, or by the beginning of next, like January, February, every single Cracker Barrel, they're going out of business. Well, stop charging $20 for TV, dinner, food, and maybe, just maybe, people would come in and eat more often. That bill was outrageous when I went in for Good Friday for TV, dinner, frozen fish. They're not cooking that, they're reheating it on a grill. Too much. It was $30, and it was just me. They charged like $6.50 for a beer that they probably popped open a can. All right, it wasn't great beer, it was awful. And TV, dinner, frozen fish, fish sticks. I was trying to be nice because we had been staying there so often. I went in, and so Cracker Barrel going out of business. Where will we sleep? We have to find something else. But yeah, I've spent the last month searching for a place, and the best place where I am is where I am. It's a no flood zone, and farther south is not as, let's see, it's not van life friendly at all. The second thing is that it's very unsafe neighborhoods. You'd have to spend all night wide awake because you're about to get carjacked or your vans are going to get broken into. It's a badass area. And they let you know in certain areas down there that you shouldn't be here. So I wandered into looking for cheap gas into a place I shouldn't have been, and said, I don't know if I put that video up. I tape recorded it, I think. I'm not sure if I put them up. I have to look for it. I heard some guy saying, what the hell is she doing here? I was getting gas at the Wawa. I said, yes, I know, but it's only $3.60. It was worth risking my life for the $3.60 gas. And all Walmart gases are not the same. The one I went to yesterday, which is a little farther away, because it's the good one, $3.50 a gallon I paid. I filled up the car yesterday morning when I found the rafts at Walmart. I went back to the one where I get my ice every day, the mini Walmart, $3.67. Then I passed another one, was $3.78. So each Walmart gas station is independently owned and run. Get it? Walmart ain't setting the price. I was looking for a Sam's Club nearby, but we don't have one. Their gas is always like $3 or $3.25. It's worth the $100 a year that you'll save on every full tank of gas you'd get. I remember when they first started, it was $30. People thought that was a lot. Now I think they're up to $100 a year for the membership. I just can't shop in there anymore. Can't buy by bulk. And if anybody's got one of those car carriers on the top, your little storage thing, that's only held together with a little piece of metal that does this and then latches into place. That's it. Two little sticks holding that whole thing closed. That's not gonna stay outside in weather like this. When I saw how flimsy and crappy they were, I can't believe they cost that much money. And then I went to Tractor Supply, saw some more, and was like, this is garbage. complete garbage. It's a flimsy little hinge that's never going to withstand, and there's a lip where you can stick your fingers underneath like a gap. That wind's going to grab that and rip that lid right off. If it doesn't rip it off that flimsy plastic from whatever foot is holding it on, the foot will stay, the piece of metal that it's screwed into, but that whole thing, that plastic bullet, is going to come flying off. I'll tell you that right now. Never going to stay. So you're better off with the soft roof boxes, which is basically a giant vinyl duffel bag. It's a big square, and I saw one for, I think it was $35 for, I think it's 60, it's 3 feet by 2.5 feet. So it's pretty big, giant square. That's waterproof. It's a waterproof zipper, and it's vinyl. That's also why I have those metal ramps on top of the car to save anything from hitting it and crashing through the roof. But yeah, so we should be good hiding behind the building, because I don't think they're going to be really patrolling back there. They're going to be very busy hiding themselves, you know, until they need to come rescue a nitwit who comes out to film shit for YouTube in the middle of the storm, like me. But I'm just going to be sticking my arm out the window. What else? I got to figure out how to video in the rain. Although he says this is waterproof and you can videotape in the rain if I wanted to. He said I wouldn't drop it in the sink, but if you drop it, you have probably about 60 seconds to get it out of there. I said, okay. He said, but you're able to shoot video in the rain with this. It can get wet. I'm gonna get a little clear container from the dollar store so I can stick it out the window and then put the phone out inside the box. I thought of some cool videos to make to keep myself busy for 72 hours. And oh yeah, our weather station antenna went down the other day. It got whacked by lightning, and then we had that crazy wind that kicked up, and it destroyed the transmitting antenna for the radio station. So they told us to listen on AM radio, because that's where we got our emergency broadcast from, to the weather thing. That's gone too. So there's no weather thing coming up for some reason. And I'm in a good place to pick up the signal. So I said, well, let me try the AM, because it's on all of them, you know. AM radio is gone in my area. It's been gone for over 2 months now. I thought they were having trouble, and they just didn't bother putting up the AM. The only thing on AM radio is a faint signal coming from Orlando for the weather broadcasting. The one from my area got knocked out. And I'm a little far away to pick up the one from Orlando, so I'll have to figure something out. But it looks like they completely turned off AM radio that we were arguing over. How are you going to have emergency radio if you disband AM and give all the signals to the military? Well, it looks like that's what they did. I pick up one church that's local, and faintly hearing the weather computer guy telling you the currents and what's going on, and you know, tornado alerts and stuff. So the NOAA radio signal is barely coming in, but we're not going to have to worry about that. So we'll test out and see how good this stuff works during the hurricane. Hopefully I'll be able to give you some update posts. And we're going on 45 minutes of talking shit. And Okay, I just want to give you a little bit longer video because I won't see you until Monday night. Rationing electricity. So, and I will be recording what's going on in the car on this, the iPad. I'll make my videos on that. And I can also go live on this too. This is just the hardest thing to charge. It has to be charged on the yellow battery only because of the plug it uses. I also have to go back to the $5 store and get the plug. That's what I forgot. When I was in there looking for the yoga, I was so pissed about the yoga mats being so crappy that I forgot to get the other cord for that. Because I need with a fatter UBC. It has that funny one with the little white lines on it on both sides. It's not one of these, not the round one, and not the USB. It's a little flat piece that goes in there, which sucks. I have a bracelet charger in here. That's okay, but I gotta go back to the $5 store and get a cord for this so I can charge this off the solar panels. Yeah, I got a lot of cords. It's just cords and wires. Band like cords, wires, and plastic bags of shit that smell like lavender. Yeah, that didn't work also. Those bags for the kitties. Lavender scented poop bags for animals. Just smells like lavender and poop. Does not cover up cat poop. Maybe dogs, but not cat poop. We could end a war with a B-52 full of cat shit. They just give up from the smell. I swear to God. Okay, we're going on 47 minutes. Really testing out the shit here. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But there's not, so I'll be making little tiny, I'll do short videos, little 30, 1 minute ones. And I can quick throw them up as a short. They don't take too much time too much electricity to upload. I'm trying to be very ecological and rationing out. It's like the movie Martian. Rationing shit out to be able to last till we get rescued. And that's it. And that show For All Mankind, that's an excellent show if you can watch that at some point. I know it's on Apple TV, but I don't know if there's a way to watch it, or it's actually worth buying it, because let me tell you, it's some of it is really funny. It's an excellent soundtrack for anybody who's grown up from the 50s to now, okay? Funny stuff, serious stuff, about being first responders and military and, astronauts. They're all the same, First responders are the people who actually become astronauts, military, EMTs, stuff like that, engineers, okay, Army Corps engineers, trying to build and fix stuff and save your ass. So it's really funny and really good, and it's excellent. I just started season 2 for the second time. I started it all over again. I kept falling asleep and laughing and missing some stuff. So I'll be watching that throughout the, I got how many episodes? 30, I think there's 30 episodes. That should get me through the first day. I could watch all 3 seasons every day over and over again. I have to watch some of their other originals. Okay, 50 minutes and counting. Let's do that. And I will see everybody on the other side of Monday night. Okay, I'll throw up some stuff here and there, and but not too much today and tomorrow, because I want to save it for Monday's live. And that's it. Huffing and puffing. I mean, it's gonna take me 3 days to blow up those mattresses. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe if I find the lady in the park, I can ask the kids, She has 3 grandchildren. Maybe if I give it to them, they can blow it up for me. I don't know what to do. And I cannot get to that pump. I cannot get to it. It's on the bottom because I knew I wasn't going to need it again until I went camping. So I put all that stuff out of the way and down into my bathtub in the back. I think it's actually under my sink. So I didn't want nothing to crush that thing. Or then again, I could go buy one and return it after the storm. Didn't think of that. I'll think about it. If I can't get it blown up, I'll just go buy one and then return it. Hell with them. I haven't returned anything in over a year. And there's a limit to the amount of stuff you can return at Walmart, by the way, even with the receipt. With the receipt, Richard maxed out his returns. I think you're only allowed 2 or 3. 1 without a receipt per year. And I think it's up to 3 things a year you can return and get your money back. Or then they start giving you a gift card after that. 3 returns for cash and the rest gets thrown onto a gift card. But return anything, anytime, any place at Walmart, no, they don't do that. We've come to our limit of returning stuff, and we don't return a lot. Okay, that's it. Let me shut up now. 51 minutes. Just nervous babbling. I'm trying to think of anything else I wanted to say, and I keep looking over there and over there. We're almost charged, so we'll be done soon. Soon. Okay, see you Monday night, 10 o'clock for the pre-show. It's the pre-show. I'm trying to figure out how to watch the preseason football, get my mind off the... Oh, that's a COPD. I saw the preseason games were on. Okay, maybe I can watch it on the replay for free. Because I'm spending, I forget how much it is. I think I still have ESPN somewhere. I'd have to find that password and see if that's still good, but probably not. Probably not, because I was on Amazon Prime and that's over. I canceled all of that. I think I'm just going to shoot for Netflix. And that's it. I'm just going to stick with the Netflix. Enough with Amazon's aggravating here too. So blackmailing you that if you don't purchase one thing a month, they're turning off my Amazon Prime Video subscription because I'm not ordering enough of their products. I got 500 movies I rented. 500 movies I bought. I spend more money on movies than anything else. So, because I don't like a lot of the TV shows. They get too dramatic. Right now they got a little drama going on the Mankind, but I'm just going to zzz right through it. It's not too bad. It's tolerable. They don't get out of hand. I was very proud of them for riding the line without jumping off to either side. They did a very nice job with the show. Not political in any way. It's very nice. They make fun of both sides of the fence. You know, dealing with the government and the military, with the space program. It's a lot of inside jokes I kind of get, but it really is a good show. I can't say enough about it. It really is. Okay, 53 minutes. Let's shut up and get off. Okay, Monday, 10 o'clock. See you then. Keep your fingers crossed. Bye, everybody. And good wishes to Hawaii that you find you missing. I'm so sorry. Bye-bye.